This semester, we've learned that the hero's journey is present nearly everywhere. You just have to look for it. In this video, I'm going to apply Joseph Campbell's Monomyth to a show currently exploding in popularity and arguably made an impact on the internet community. That's right, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. This show follows the adventures of Twilight Sparkle and her friends as they learn about friendship. I bet you're wondering how a character in a show like this can possibly be a hero. In Campbell's Heroes with a Thousand Faces, the hero is the same, but the costume changes. Here, the costume is a purple unicorn who is studying under Princess Celestia, who rules the land of Equestria, and the heroine herself is named Twilight Sparkle. Every good hero needs a villain, and while he only shows up for 2 episodes, that villain is Discord, ruler of chaos and spirit of disharmony. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take a quick look at the backstory of the show and its characters. Twilight Sparkle reads about a villain named Nightmare Moon, who was prophesied to return after 1,000 years, which was only a couple days from then. The only objects that could defeat her were the elements of harmony, but instead of taking action, Princess Celestia instead sends Twilight to Ponyville to make friends.
And I have an even more essential task for you to complete.
Yeah, that would be anyone's face if they were sent away for a reason like that. Anyway, Nightmare Moon eventually appears, and Twilight and the ponies who won't leave her alone venture into the Everfree Forest to find the elements of harmony. They find them, Nightmare Moon steals and destroys them, all hope seems lost, but Twilight realizes the power of the elements are also in her friends, blah blah blah, friendship speech, blah blah, Sailor Moon, blah blah blah, giant rainbow of doom. Now, it should be worth mentioning the other ponies and their elements, as they still play a major role in the Discord episodes. Applejack's element is honesty, Fluttershy's is kindness, Pinky's got laughter, Rarity is misgenerous, Rainbow Dash is loyalty, and Twilight holds the glue to the elements, magic, which, according to her friendship speech, translates into friendship. As corny as it sounds, it works. So, peace and harmony are restored in Equestria for a considerable amount of time, and Twilight is assigned to write to the princess the lessons of friendship she learns while she's in Ponyville. One day, a lot of weird things start happening, and Twilight and her friends are summoned by the princess. Celestia explains that these strange events are being caused by the spirit of disharmony, Discord, who ruled Equestria in an internal state of unrest and unhappiness, before Celestia and her sister Luna used the elements of harmony to imprison him in stone. But now, the spell cast on Discord had broken, and he seeks to return Equestria into a state of chaos. As the new wielders of the elements, Twilight and her friends are the only ones who can stop Discord. Here is our first element of the Monomyth, the Call. The Call is something that urges the hero to go on a journey or quest, to put it simply. In this case, Celestia saying that Twilight must be the one to save Equestria acts as her call.
Don't listen to her, princess.
Moving on, we find out that Discord stole the elements of harmony. Seeing this whole fiasco as a game, Discord gives the ponies a riddle as to where he hid them. Twilight comes to the conclusion that Discord hid the elements in the Palace Labyrinth. And so, Twilight and the others prepare to enter the labyrinth to find the elements and confront Discord. But not before Discord pulls a little something on the group of friends to make things a little more challenging. Aside from restricting the use of magic and flight, Discord also adds that no one is allowed to leave the labyrinth, or he will automatically win his little game. Despite these shortcomings, everyone is confident on taking in the labyrinth together. But Discord isn't done with them. Not by a long shot. Discord separates the friends, forcing them to brave the labyrinth on their own, leading into the first real stage of the Monomyth, the separation. In this stage, the heroes are separated from their comfort world into an unfamiliar one, where they are tested, in any sense of the word. Here, the ponies are forced to handle the maze without the help of the friends they've grown to depend on. When the ponies are tested in how well they can handle the sudden changes from the separation, the second stage of the Monomyth begins, the initiation. Discord takes advantage of their separation, picking at each of the ponies one at a time by breaking down their characters. Each of the ponies are tested in the face of doubt, lies, and temptation. Unfortunately, all of them fail and fall under Discord's influence. After he coerces Rainbow Dash into abandoning the mission to save her own town, Discord celebrates his victory over them. Twilight thinks all hope is lost since Discord took the labyrinth away with the elements inside. But Discord reveals that he never said the elements were in the labyrinth, and the 6 of them were really just on a wild goose chase. Twilight eventually figures out that the elements were actually hidden back in Ponyville, so she and the others travel back home where they do find the elements. But Twilight now has to deal with the 4 major jerks that Discord made out of her friends. You could say that this is Discord's indirect test for Twilight, challenging her faith in her friendship like Discord did with the others.
Have turned into complete jerks!
After finally making the others wear their elements, Twilight confronts Discord.
Rainbow Dash, get over here!
But the elements don't work since the friends aren't in harmony with each other. Discord celebrates yet another victory as Harmony and Equestria is dead, and the no longer friends part ways for what seems to be forever.
See if I care! I don't need you guys either!
Not only did Twilight fail to save Equestria, but she also lost her very best friends.
Enemies.
This time, she really does lose all hope and falls into the Abyss. The Abyss is the lowest point of the hero's journey, characterized by the hero's doubt that she can move on. Earlier in this story, Twilight made it a point to never give up and to stick with your friends, but now she does give up, believing she has no place here since she has failed Equestria and her friends.
Pack your things, Spike. We're leaving.
When she returns home, Twilight finds that the princess has been returning her friendship letters through Spike. Twilight picks up a few and reads about her past adventures in Ponyville. As she reads them, she slowly remembers how great her friends are, and she comes to an apotheosis, or some sort of enlightenment. Twilight realizes that Discord was breaking apart her friendships because he knew it was powerful enough to stop him, but she shouldn't give up on friendship because it's always worth fighting for. After reaching this apotheosis, Twilight shows her friends the same memories with a memory spell, and she breaks Discord's hold on all of them. With their friendship restored, and thus their power, the 6 ponies confront Discord in one final battle, which results in Discord overwhelmed by the elements and imprisoned in stone again. The final stage of the monomyth, the return, is signified by the heroes returning to society, recognized as the heroes that they are, and giving back to their community what they earned in their journey. This boon doesn't have to be an object. It can be wisdom or experience. Adventure is its own reward, but necessarily dangerous, having both negative and positive possibilities beyond control. According to Campbell, myths also serve 4 functions, and like the monomyth, they can be applied to nearly everything. The mystic function invokes the mysteries of nature, its power, and how it works. Friendship doesn't really spout out a rainbow of doom, but it's still pretty powerful, and we can only imagine how strong our bonds can be and how it affects our lives. The sociological function supports and validates societal beliefs and keeps order. Chaos is a bad thing, especially the way Discord handles it, and there must be some sort of order for society to function properly. It's impossible to avoid chaos in its various forms, but it's necessary to have chaos in order to understand harmony. The cosmological function invokes the thought of our place in this world. These episodes show that it's our duty as friends to try and keep our friendships together and to fight for them. The pedagogical function is pretty much the moral of the story. These episodes teach us that friendship is always worth fighting for. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's go over a few major archetypes that pop up during these 2 episodes. The biggest and most obvious one is the Labyrinth archetype, represented by, well, the Palace Labyrinth. The Labyrinth is characterized by venturing into the maze to face the darkness, or monster, whether external or internal. This archetype is based off of the Minos and the Minotaur myth, where Theseus had to confront the Minotaur that tormented his people. In this case, the ponies venture into the Palace Labyrinth to confront the external monster that is Discord, but they end up facing their internal weaknesses, such as the temptation of the diamond, or Pinky's fear of being laughed at, to which they all succumb. Another situational archetype is Chaos versus Order, Discord representing Chaos, and 6 ponies representing Order and Harmony. The elements of harmony are the magic weapons, or the amulets, which are pretty much just the objects that the heroes need to complete their quest, and they usually hold some sort of mystic power. And lastly, the symbolism of the rainbow. The rainbow formed when the elements finally work symbolizes harmony and unity. It's made up of all sorts of colors, but they come together in harmony to create something amazing. So there you have it, overanalyzing a show for little girls for something that transcends all cultures. And it does. The fact that I was able to apply the monomyth to this should prove that. That said, Friendship is Magic is a fun show, and while it can be cheesy at times, it's still better than most of the shows in the same genre. Myths teach lessons that teach us how we can better ourselves in society. We can all be heroes in our own way. maybe not save the world tier, but this show shows us that we can be heroes just by being good friends.